Um, I'm stuck right now in the endless loop that is the telling yourself you need to go work out and there's things that you need to do, and you're not doing them because of the fact that you haven't done them in so long. And know that if you feel this way, you're not alone. And you can pull yourself out. It's Jake with the Depression Coalition. So this week I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that I've been feeling lately, and I think a lot of you will hopefully be able to relate. So I'm still kind of stuck in this rut that I've kind of been in for a little while. I can't seem to dig myself out of it. And I hope that I don't like putting out these negative vibes as I'm talking about this. It kind of feels counterintuitive to the message and to the things that I want to try to convey to people that I'm trying to encourage. But I want people also to realize that even someone that maybe from the outside looking in seems to have it figured out still struggles with these things. So I don't want people to see the things that I'm doing and think that the way that they feel is different than the way that I feel. So I want you guys to understand that I still struggle with these things. It still happens. This doesn't go away, I guess. Which I told someone this years ago, and they at first they kind of seemed a little taken aback by it, and they said, "Man, that's kind of depressing to think that this doesn't go away." And I said, I get that, but here's what I can tell you now, having been through this a few times, is there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you can come out of it, and you can use it as fuel once you get back on track. So anyway, as I've kind of told you guys, I'm in a little bit of a rut. This one has lasted a little longer than it usually does, but there's seems like this year has just been crazy, and I don't have to tell anybody that. Everybody knows how crazy it's been, but it's definitely not conducive to situations where people have where they struggle with their mental health, because the craziness and not being able to kind of get a consistent rhythm or get a ritual, kind of things that you can rely on, it's really tough. So and not to mention, no one knows what's going on. It seems like sometimes I can kind of maybe reach out to somebody and feel a little better after talking to somebody, but right now it seems like everybody's a little stressed. So but anyway, what I want people to kind of realize is right now, I told myself I was going to take a little break and maybe kind of nurse a couple injuries that I've acquired and let them heal a little bit before I got back. And I've kind of been using that as a little bit as an excuse. And I have been putting off getting back on track a little longer than what I would care to. I'm stuck right now in the endless loop that is the telling yourself you need to go work out and there's things that you need to do, and you're not doing them because of the fact that you haven't done them in so long. You get start to tell yourself those things in your head. Well, why would I work out today? I didn't work out yesterday, and it's just a waste of time, and it's stupid because it's just a downward spiral is the best way I can explain it. When you kind of you start to feed that behavior, when you start to kind of get in that rut, that it's an easy slope to slide down. And it's interesting because likewise, when you're on an upswing, whenever you're kind of riding that upward spiral, it's the same way, but in the opposite direction. You can say, hey, I got to work out today because I worked out yesterday and I had a really good workout, and I want to capitalize on that workout that I had yesterday, and I got to make sure I stay on the ball here because I'm making good progress. So right now, like I said, I'm kind of stuck in that downward slide, and I've been here before, so it's not foreign territory completely. I don't like it, but I told somebody once, that I was kind of struggling, and they said, as long as you recognize it, you'll come out of it. So I think that's a big thing for me to try to remember and try to convey to people, is just recognize that you're not where you want to be, and that eventually you're going to get back on track. Now, whatever you need to do to get back on track, it's funny because I've found several things that have worked for me in the past. They don't always work every time. So I kind of experiment, and sometimes it just kind of something will come out of nowhere, But I just wanted to kind of, like I said, make a video and encourage people that if you're kind of stuck in that downward spiral that, I didn't work out yesterday, or I haven't worked out in a long time, why should I work out now? Just realize you're not where you want to be, and then start taking action to get where you want to be. So even if that's just like penciling out, okay, I'm going to get started on this day, or start to hold yourself accountable. For myself, like I said, I'm gonna try to get some sort of a regimen that I can get started on. I don't know what it is yet, so I'll keep you guys posted on how this goes. I'm still in that cycle where I just can't. I'm really struggling to kind of get out of the bed in the mornings, and I'm really struggling to find the energy to do the extra stuff. I'm kind of just mentally with some things going on, other things outside of other things in my life I'm kind of struggling with, and just really struggling to have the energy to do anything extra. And it's so counterintuitive, because if I could get that strength to do those things, I could probably gain strength to do more things. Like if I could get myself out the door and get running and get back in a regimen, I'll feel better to do other things. So I hate this. I hate that this is part of the things that I feel, but I guess I wanted to be honest with everybody and kind of let everybody know how I feel, and know that if you feel this way, you're not alone, and you can pull yourself out of it. You can. And here's what I guess keeps me going is I can, and I will. I promise you guys I will pull myself out of this. I hate that I am not the person that I want to be during these times. I have no excuse, but I can't. Sometimes I just can't physically dig and mentally dig myself out of these holes. It just takes a little bit of time for them to come and go, I guess. Hopefully one day I'll have some silver bullet that I can offer you. But here's what I do know is that making the good decisions to get where you want to be, you can't, this is something I'm bad about. Like when I get in these ruts, I think, well, I haven't worked out, I'm going to eat like crap, and I'm going to drink more beer than I usually do. And it's like, it's just a degeneration. So one of the things that I've kind of tried to do is I've tried to cut back my alcohol intake, and I've tried to get my diet back on track. So those things will help me have more energy and start to feel better. I'm trying to get more sleep. So start taking those little steps forward towards those things, and eventually you're going to find that motivation again. So guys, I hope this is helpful, and I can't wait to come back to you guys with some more positive videos and some more positive encouragement and things to bring you. And I can't wait to kind of bring you and tell you what I've done to pull myself out of this rut. But know that it's not, you're not alone if you feel this way. So take care, be well, and thanks again. Like and subscribe if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, guys. Appreciate it.